Eagle runs very slow and hard. Suki runs very fast compared to Eagle.
Why do you run so fast?
I don't know, maybe I have drunk coffee.
Why can coffee help people run faster? Maybe caffeine? Let me search on the internet.
Eagle is searching YouTube and finds our experimental video.
In Hong Kong, many of us have the habit of drinking caffeinated drinks, such as coffee and tea. Some people may drink this for taste, some may drink this for better performance on work. However, does someone drink this for enhancing sports performance? In the video, we will conduct an experiment which aims to find out the influence of caffeinated drinks on sports performance. The hypothesis of it is caffeine can enhance athletic performance.
In the below pie is the caffeinated drink that students usually consume. The caffeinated drinks that people usually consume are coffee, soft drink, tea, and energy drinks. A cup of decaffeinated coffee contains about 3 mg of caffeine, hot chocolate contains 90 mg, green tea contains 20 mg, a shot of espresso contains 27 mg of caffeine, cola contains 40 mg of caffeine, while black tea contains 45 mg. An 8.4 ounce can of Red Bull contains about 80 mg. Instant coffee contains 82 mg.
These are the drinks that contain caffeine. However, what are the habits of people drinking caffeinated drinks? Do they believe that caffeine can enhance sports performance? To find out this answer, let's have an interview.
How often do you drink caffeinated drink?
I drink 4 to 5 times once a week.
I almost drink it every day.
I drink coffee every day.
I pretty much drink every day.
For the result, most university students drink caffeinated drink every day. It takes around 50%. What kind of caffeinated drink do you consume?
I usually drink milk tea.
I drink the coffee.
I drink coffee every day.
I drink coffee and tea.
For the result, most university students consume tea. It takes around 40%. Why do you drink caffeinated drink?
I find good taste of milk tea.
And I want to refresh myself.
Well, I really like coffee and it gives me that extra kick in the morning.
I drink it for the taste.
For the result, most university students drink it for taste and for refreshing themselves. They both take around 40%. Do you believe that caffeine can help you perform on various tasks?
I think caffeine drinks will boost my focus.
I feel a little bit refreshed. I feel I'm more energetic.
I think it helps to an extent as like a mental stimulant. Like it helps me to think and be a little bit more active.
I don't think it helps too much.
For the result, most university students do not believe that caffeine can help them perform on various tasks. It takes around 60%.
These are the habits of university students drinking caffeinated drink. However, does it really help our sports performance? Let's start an experiment to show the truth.
These are the materials for the test. Caffeinated coffee, decaffeinated coffee, chat stopwatch, measuring type, tennis ball, container. In the experiment, we found 10 volunteers who have similar heights and weights. Then they will complete the sports test in the morning on an empty stump in the sports field. To begin with, there are totally 3 sports tests to do before drinking either caffeinated or decaffeinated coffee. Firstly is speed test. The volunteer run a 50-meter dash. Then we record the time it takes for the run. Second is strength test. The volunteers throw a tennis ball 3 times. Then we record the distance. Third is hand-eye coordination test. The volunteers throw a tennis ball into a 10 meters away container 10 times. Then we record the number of successful attempts. After collecting the data, we divide the 10 volunteers into 2 groups. First is decaffeinated coffee group. They will drink the decaffeinated coffee first. Second is caffeinated coffee group. They will drink the caffeinated coffee. Then they will wait for 30 minutes. After waiting for 30 minutes, they will complete the 3 sports tests. First is speed test. Here is the result of speed test. Then is strength test. Here is the result of strength test. Lastly is hand-eye coordination test. Here is the result of hand-eye coordination test. According to our record, the percentage increase of both speed test and strength test of caffeinated group are much higher than decaffeinated group. Therefore, caffeine may enhance performance of speed and strength of sports. However, for the hand-eye coordination test, the percentage increase of caffeinated group and decaffeinated group is less. Therefore, caffeine may not enhance performance of hand-eye coordinations of sports.
There are the results of the experiment. Let's analyze the result.
After analyzing the results of the experiment, here is the animation to talk about the possible effects caffeine drinks have on people. In the analyzing process, there are considerations on cognitive, emotional, and physical effects on human body. Cognitively, caffeine can improve our memory and focus. However, it may lead to addiction problems. And emotionally, caffeine may cause insomnia. Humans suffer from the same symptoms of insomnia if there is caffeine in his body in bedtime. It will result in an unhealthy sleeping habit, low quality sleep, anxiety, and depression. For physical effects, taking nearly 500 milligrams of caffeine may result in temporary high blood pressure, and it also increases the risk of suffering from the heart attack among young adults if he consumes 4 cups of coffee per day.
We will now talk about whether caffeine has positive or negative effects on sports performances.
Caffeine has a positive effect on athletic activities. It is an effective way to enhance endurance sports performances, such as running. It does not only help with the performances, but it is also shown to reduce muscle pain during exercises in the recovery process by improving glycogen resynthesis, while glycogen is the body's preferred fuel for muscles during exercise.
To conclude, it is proof that caffeine can enhance our sports performance, especially for endurance sports, as it is an ergogenic aid which affects both our brain and muscle. However, there are some side effects on our health, so athletes must individually decide whether it's appropriate to use it.
Ooh, caffeine is so amazing. Let me try it.
Eagle is drinking coffee. Eagle prepares to run and see Tiffany runs very slow and hard.
Why don't you drink a caffeinated drink?
Eagle runs a race fastly.